What's good? What's going on? This is Left Side of the Brain. Let's get right into it. Today, what I want to speak about is this thing called love. Love means living on violent earth. Living on violent earth. Let's get into it. Now, see, love is a magnet. I thought about it. Love is a magnet. Opposites attract. So if opposites attract, that means truth attracts to lies. And lies attract to the truth. Think about it in that sense. That's why many of us are still here. And forgive me, people. I got my coat over my face. Forgot my bandana. But it's all good. So, if opposites attract, males and females attract. When you take two magnets, a negative pole attracts to a positive pole. So, this explains why these human prison bars can't live without us. Because opposites attract. They need us to live. You see what I mean? So, too many of us, when you don't understand that this love thing can also be a trap. Remember, love, living on violent earth. This love thing is not all that is cut out to be. How they try to, tell us. Getting married, having children, finding the love of your life. You are the love of your life. Because anytime somebody has to judge you, then that is not unconditional. If it's not unconditional, then it's not love. Everything that sustains you is something that's unconditional. Like this jacket I have on right now. This unconditionally keeps me warm. I don't have to sell out to keep, for this jacket to keep me warm. It don't ask me any questions. And it doesn't tell me any lies. You see? The light, the sunlight during the day is unconditional. It's for everybody. Even those who hate you, they need that same sunlight to exist. All throughout nature, things that love you are the things that don't ask anything of you. It's freely given. Water, sunlight, food that you eat. Think about it. But these people, and I'm speaking mainly to those who don't think like us, they cannot love you anyway. See, we can accept each other unconditionally. If somebody has the same type of soul like us, the United Souls, we can easily accept each other. No questions asked. Because we on the same level. But when you got people that's on different levels, they going to attract to you to take something away from you. They judging you. Just like this world. You can't enter into their sectors unless you qualify. You have to meet their criteria in order to be accepted. What do we say a relationship is? A game of cat and mouse where the individual is constantly having to measure or validate themselves in the eyes of the other individual. But you can never validate yourself in the eyes of someone else. True love only comes when you can validate your own self. You don't need Tom, Dick, and Harry and Susie and Mary to do that. Truth, the right understanding to heaven, that is the only love. Why am I having to say this? Because I'm starting to see that a lot of these, words they throw around like trust, love, it's not here for any good reason. It actually makes us weak when you think about it. To feel like you need love is a weakness. It's a weakness. Affection, wanting to have affection, it's a weakness. Though it may be something that every human desires, that don't take away the fact that it's a weakness. Because I know that's probably the first thing you said. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs affection. But that don't mean it's something that's building you up. This is what's building you up. Just telling it how it is. Because primarily these people who you say you love, if they don't think like you, like how the information is on this channel, they can't love you anyway. Whether that's your parents, whether that's your brothers, sisters, cousins, friends you went to school with, people on your job, wherever you may be, they can't love you if they don't connect on this higher level. Because everything they do is to pull you away from this truth right here. Everything they say, only thing it's going to do, you're going to get further and further away from this right here. All in the name of love. All in the name of love. That's why they call it being blind in love. Love doesn't lead you to the truth. The truth leads you to love, or out of the false love into the real love. The only real love is truth. You get what I'm saying? The opposite attracting love is a negative pulling the positive. Because positive and negative attracting, the positive being attracted to the negative. In order for one of the magnets to be free, it has to free itself. The positive side, it has to free itself from the negative side that's pulling it and binding it to something that's negative. So this is what you got to separate yourself from. The falsehoods of this love thing. Loneliness, a lonely magnet is a free magnet. If you had two magnets, a lonely magnet is a free magnet. You put that magnet with another magnet and it bonds that magnet. Whether that magnet is real about life or not, you stuck with it. That's why I don't preach having children and all of these things, because all of that stuff is built around keeping this world in orbit, keeping this baby factory going on for another 1,000 years. Think about it. Do you ever, with all of this love and all of this love that they speak about, why hasn't the world gotten any better? If I'm lying, if what I'm saying is not real, and I'm just bitter or whatever you might be saying, for the sake of argument, you right. You right. What has all of this love, what has it done for this world? How many people has it saved? Why is the world still going down the drain if love exists? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it. Because it don't exist. You can try to fool yourself. It's no love in this world. The love is on the inside of you. The love is built inside of you, not outside of you. The love is inside of you. You don't have to question whether you love yourself. Do you? Do you have to question, do you love yourself? Look me in my eyes. What did I say a few sentences before? Anything that questions you or judges you is not unconditional love. Do you have to question that? Do you have to question, do you love yourself? Now, think about this. Do you have to question whether or not somebody else loves you? You'll say, show me that you love me. Do you have to tell yourself, show yourself that you love yourself? But a person you meet somewhere online dating or somebody, you got to question that. Love shouldn't be like that. Love shouldn't be something that you question. That's why I say the only love is unconditional love. Do you have to question whether or not the sunlight loves you or not? You know it does, because it's providing you the energy for life. Water, when you drink water, you don't have to question whether or not whether it's going to work every time you use it. When you plant your flowers and you pick up the water to water your flowers, you don't question it. Oh, water, was I good enough today? Do you still love me? Are you still in love with me? Or did you fall out of love with me, water? Did you fall out of love with me? And are you not going to work for the flowers today? Because you know I like these beautiful yellow flowers. So are you going to fall out of love with me, water? Water, do you still love me? Do you say that? No, because why? You already understand it. You understand it to the point you don't even think about it. That's real love. Your reflexes in your body, that's real love. If you see something coming in your direction, you instantly do this. That's real love. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to question. It's like a reflex in your body. Now ask yourself this. Who can you depend on in this life like you can depend on a reflex in your body? I'll give you some time to think about that also. Since I don't know what I'm talking about, because I know it's probably what you're saying. I don't know what I'm saying. You want to hold on to the myths and the fluff that you've been told all your life. So I'll give you 5 seconds to think about that. So since you couldn't come up with nobody, that means what? You stuck with yourself. That's all I've been trying to say on this channel all this while. I'm like a son because everything I'm saying is unconditional. I don't know you. You don't know me. Only thing I say is Jaguars up, Jaguar Nation. We connect on the information. That's it. Book coming out, yeah. We do the live streams, yeah. We got the Instagram, yeah. We communicate, we talk, yeah. We love each other based on what? The information. I always say that. Because I don't depend on you, and you shouldn't depend on me. That's how we keep it real. If you got that kind of commonality with somebody, if your friendship is based on, I'll hang out with you, but I'm not dependent on you. We can get to know each other, but I'm not dependent on you. That's a real relationship. That's the kind of relationship I like to have on this channel. You know, with the people and for the things we got, you know, coming down the pipes in the future. But to be honest with you, I know at any moment everybody could unsubscribe to this channel. Everybody could leave. Everybody could not support the Patreon. Everybody could not buy the book. Everybody could not attend the live stream. But one thing I do know, I'm a real person and I still have myself. Because one thing that will never leave you is reality. See, love will leave you. Love from another person, that can leave you. Trying to tell y'all, this is that real right here. Love from another person can leave you. You can buy a wife a wedding ring, put it around her finger, a fat diamond ring, and she can still leave your ass. But guess what? What I'm saying right now, no matter what situation you find yourself in, you can be in prison, you can be in the hospital, this still remains true. That the only love that you have is the love for yourself, which is an instinct called survival. Because we living on a violent earth. Love. Living on violent earth. That's what it means. And pretty much, you know, we love people out of security because you're living on a violent earth. So you think love will secure you from another violent person who also lives upon this violent earth. So you need that love as a protection. That's how you think of it. When a woman marries a man, she's looking for what? What's the first thing they say? Security and protection. What a man say he looking for? He just want a woman that looks good. He turned on by the physical needs of his body. It's not even love. It's an unconditional. It's a sexual response to how a lady looks. Let's just be real. And a woman, that's why a man, he calls a woman words like pretty, beautiful, sexy. The woman, because she's looking for security from a man, what does she call a man? What's the word? A woman, she don't call a man pretty or beautiful. What do they call men? Handsome. Subliminal, i.e., handsome. Handsome. Handsome, money over. Handsome. Some, money, S-U-M. Handsome. That's what it's about, security. It's not about love. Hand me something over. That's what it means. I'm trying to tell y'all, you better recalculate this thing and look at this thing differently or you'll lose your soul. I know it's cold. I know it feels cold. But we live in a cold nature. Why do you think reptiles have survived for all these years through ice? You notice that reptiles remain. A lot of the warm-blooded animals, they go extinct. Think about that. Think about that. Birds have went extinct. But guess what? Them reptiles, like snakes, they don't go extinct because they cold-blooded. Them cold-blooded animals, they survive because they don't operate on no love. They know what it is. It's all about survival. That's why they say never trust a snake. Because a snake, he's all about himself. But because he's all about himself, he survives. Through the winter time, through the summer, through the fall. They know how to survive. A snake will never willingly become a pet to a person. It's them warm-blooded animals that comes around humans for food, get caught up in traps and all of that. Snakes don't do that. Snakes don't have feelings towards people. They don't have love. They just know survival. Now, using that as an example, not telling you to be cold-blooded, but be cold-blooded towards the untruths or the false teachings. Think about it in that sense. And be warm-blooded to the things that I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Because anything else is uncivilized. Anything else, you'll be putting yourself out on a limb for other people with no reward. I'm telling you. I didn't come up with this overnight. It took me time. See, life is like a book. Every day is a new page. Every year is like a chapter in your life. If you're not learning this stuff by now, then you're wasting forever doing nothing. I've been realized that. There's no such thing as love. Hate is more supreme than love. Because hate is real. Hate is real. I would rather a person hate me than fake love, than trying to show me fake love. You do me more justice and you respect me more by showing that you hate me. Because you're more like me at that point. When you hate me, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. You being real. I like reality. Love, many times, is a camouflage. People acting a certain way. Fake politeness. Fake smiles. Y'all see it every day. I'm not telling you nothing you don't know. You might want to deny it, but you already know it. Hate keeps you, it keeps your eyes open. When you know somebody else hate you, you're going to watch that person because you know the nature of hate. But if somebody tells you they love you, you'll let your guards down. You'll start trusting them. And that's another thing, that trust is also a form of blind faith. I trust such and such to do this. Why? Basically, when you're saying trust, you're basically saying I'm gambling with whatever it is that I'm entrusting in somebody else. I'm just basically gambling that this person got my back. It's a gamble. So you need to know this because this is another piece of the puzzle to your sanity. See, once you tell yourself there is no love, you won't even be heartbroken. Like, I'm at that stage. Once you tell yourself that you are surrounded by human prison bars, whatever somebody does at that point, you're not surprised. I don't get surprised anymore. It's 2020. It's 2020. I don't get surprised no more. Don't nothing these people do surprise me. Because I realize I am living in hell. Yeah. As long as these people exist who support this world that we live in. See, there is no in-between when it comes to heaven or hell. It's no in-between heaven and hell. Either it's heaven or it's hell. I've always held on to that philosophy. It's either freedom, like Patrick Henry said. He said, give me liberty or give me death. He didn't say, give me halfway liberty or give me death. No, give me liberty or give me death. And in this secret war between us versus them, you better learn how to love yourself and stay inside of this message. Keep it with you. Keep it in your heart. Now, you can be kind to people, but even when you're kind to people, don't expect something from them. If they do, return a favor, that's good. Good. But don't even expect it. Only thing you can expect is you can expect the heartache and the pain in this world because, well, again, love is living on violent earth. And love is just a word with 4 letters. L-O-V-E. That's what love is. That's what it surmounts to. And, it's an illusion as well. What is love? Like when somebody say, oh, such and such is cute. I was looking at Gremlins the other day. I went to the movies to see Gremlins, the old Gremlins that came out in 1984. Yes. And, when he first brought the gremlin, it was cute. He was looking at it. And in one of the scenes, the boy said, oh, he's just so cute. And I thought about that. I said, why would somebody say something is cute? And you know what dawned upon me? Cute equates to this. You defenseless. You don't look like you can harm me. You don't look tough. You look soft and cuddly. You look like something that I can impose my will upon, and you can't impose your will upon me. You don't look like you got sharp teeth that'll bite and rip through me. You look like you're weaker than me. I'm stronger than you. You don't look like you can overthrow me, but I look like I can put you in slavery and do whatever I want to you. But you don't look like you can do those things to me. So therefore, and you look like I can have my way with you sexually. You can fulfill my desires. Basically, a slave. When somebody say you cute, that's basically what it means. You don't look like you anything dominant. You look like something that will serve me and serve my desires. That's what cute means. But when them gremlins started, when he got wet and them gremlins started popping out his back, they were no longer cute then. Because then they had the intelligence to take over the city. They were no longer cute. You see? Even that word cute, it has slave connections to it. Because men, when they call women cute, men, they like, submissive, soft in nature. Women are looking for the opposite of that. So that, brings together what I'm saying. This love is the attraction of 2 different opposing sides. 2 different polarities, negative and positive, coming together. But they don't come together unless the union is for the benefit of one or the other. Love is not just something that we say. Love has roots in what you can do for me, whether that be sexual or financial, or can you provide for me, or can you secure me, or can you make me happy? Even down to, can you make me happy? That's still using a person to be a slave for your benefit. This world is about using everybody for a stepping stone to get to the level that they want to be on. Yeah. But outside of that, dealing with each other, nature never says it loves you. but its actions, the action of the nature speaks for itself. The action of nature is all of the elements combined that keeps you alive. You take from the earth. What can you give the earth back? Nothing. See, true love is like this. You can't give true love back anything. A person that you say you loving on your level, you can give them something back. A girl kiss you, you kiss her back. What can you give nature back? It's not based on give and take. True love is not based on give and take. That's what I'm saying. Because look at the natural world around you. Can you give sunlight back to the sun? No. Can you give water back to water? No. So what can you do for true love? Absolutely nothing. You can only receive it because it's unconditionally given and it's not asking for anything back in return. That's what I'm saying. You can't give the earth back anything that it didn't give freely. Even if you take fertilizer and say you're fertilizing the plants, it don't need you to do that. You're just doing it because you didn't create the fertilizer. You're just throwing fertilizer. You're just throwing it back on the earth, but it don't need to grow food right in that specific spot. You just tilling the ground in that area because you want to grow food for you. But watermelon is going to grow by itself. You see? Fruits, when they get ripe, they burst open anyway by themselves. The seeds are going to spread anyway. Birds, they eat and they shit and it's fertilizer. So we're not giving back to anything in nature. It's giving everything to us. The main giver of life on this planet that makes everything, that's responsible for everything being in existence is the sun. You can't give sunlight back to the sun. You can't give water back to water. Water don't need you. You need water. The sunlight don't need you to shine. You need the sunlight to live. And that's why you got to go into your soul. Go back into that darkness that I spoke about. Darkness being the only thing that's not artificial. You cannot create artificial darkness. That's why you got to meditate. Close your eyes and think about that. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out.